the first jungle drum and bass song ever made. Came from this area, yeah? And it was made in a bedroom studio in Leyton. And that's Lennie in the studio. That's Lennie again. And this tune still gets played today, like 35 years later.
Who's that?
So imagine there was no Apple Mac computer with Logic on it. We were just making our own things. The music was recorded using samples. So straight from computer, we'd record it onto a DAT tape. And remember, guys, this was before the internet. How would we get our music out?
Blu-ray?
Blu-ray! Blu-ray! Transfer the audio to a DAT cassette tape, digital audio tape, run it through one of those machines, through the desk, and we would cut a plate. And that's a real dub plate. And those grooves, the pickup on a turntable picks up that vibration, and they're able to translate the sound that you put into it through an audio amplifier. That's my personal copy. Again, that was 1991.
How much did it cost to buy these?
We're going to get into that.
Remember now, there's no internet. What's the next step? How do we get our music out to people?
Thing that's been around before us was radio. BBC, Capital, but they're not playing our music. We made our own radio stations.
Break into an apparently empty council flat in Hackney in East London. Bill Barrett's reports.
Once this was a typical high-rise council flat in Hackney.
Whatever happens, I'm still doing my radio station. I do it for the public now. When I started to do it as a joke. But now it's just a thing where it's gone beyond the joke now. Like, I've got so much listeners.
It was illegal, and I'm not telling you guys to go and do something illegal, but you see, that was our internet before the internet. So now we've got our radio station playing this music, everyone's hearing it, and the next thing is we need to get a club.
Made our own magazines as well.
Radio stations and our own magazines and our own raves. It's all happening in London. Then it would go Reading, then it would be Birmingham, then Manchester, then all these different areas of broadcasting from Waltham Forest and all of the clubs and record shops. That was the next Lennie's actually where we are now, drill. It all comes back. And a lot of it actually comes back to this area where you guys are from. So just in the same way as we invested in ourselves, we're looking at reinvesting that into the ones coming up. So what did you think of the workshop?
I thought it was really inspiring to see how you and your friends, you worked on different equipment and machines because you didn't have access to like bigger studios, and you just innovated, and it was just something fun for you to do. You can make a whole community